All right, guys, it is brisket time. I got about a 15 pounder here. Got it from Sam's, of course. You can see how thick it is. Got some pretty good marbling in it as well. And I'm just gonna do a simple cook on the barrel. It's been a while since I did a brisket video. I'm gonna get all that out of there. So let's get started. And a matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna use some hardened seasoning, some black pepper, celery seed, and of course my coconut sugar. Somebody gave me this probably about a year ago, man. And it's actually pretty good. And this is what it has in it. I can't remember. I think, I don't know, man. I can't remember who gave it to me. But anyway, that's what we're using today. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we've got the brisket cleaned up a little bit. Now, basically, I've gotten it taken out of the packet and all that blood and stuff taken off. But anyway, this right here, some of that, if it's ingrained in the beef, I'm not gonna mess with it. And then of course, we're gonna get some of this out of there. We're gonna clean up the sides. Of course, this side actually looks really good. Flipping it over. You might take a little bit of this fat off of there because it's a pretty good chunk of fat right here. And on this one, because I'm gonna make burnt ends, I'm going to actually just take the fat off right here and expose the point of this brisket so that, you know, later on I can make burnt ends and I don't have to worry about all this fat. But this right here, I'm gonna take a little bit off of here as well too. But I mean, you know, I ain't gonna bore y'all with doing all the prep work. If you've seen a brisket done on video, you know what you gotta take off. But anyway, let's get started. All right, I think I showed this before in one of my other videos. Hopefully y'all can see it. If you notice, the grains are running this way on this brisket. They're running this way. A little trick we used to do in barbecue competitions is to just take a little notch off so you'll know exactly which way to slice. Basically doing this right here. Taking a little notch. That end's probably gonna be dry anyway. And now you have a clear understanding as to which way your grains run this way, you're cutting against the grain when you get your brisket finished. All right, so stay tuned. All right, on this side, you'll notice there's a nice little area of fat. This is basically the line right here that separates the point from the flat. So in competitions, we used to cut through this, cut a little piece off right here and expose the whole point to make burnt ends. But if you're cooking at home, man, you don't have to be bothered with all that, man. But if you want, go in and take off as much of this fat as you can without digging into your meat. Because it's a nice little piece of fat cap, but it basically just separates the point from the flat. And this kind of fat is not gonna render out. You can't do no sausages, you can't do nothing with that. It's just garbage. But don't go too deep in there. But anyway, there we got it. Our flat, our point, we expose a little bit of it so that we can make burnt ends or whatever we wanna do. You know, it's always good to expose it anyway. But if you're gonna make burnt ends, you definitely wanna expose it because you don't want all that fat. You wanna get some bark around the point. So, stay tuned, seasoning time. All right, guys, this is my glue. This is what I'm gonna use on this brisket to get this, to put a little moisture on there to help the seasoning stick to it. I'm not going on crazy. And this is, yes, this is the spicy brown. It works, trust me, it works. I'm not going on crazy, but I will go over all the sides. I probably should have started with the fat cap first, but you get the drift. I'm gonna go all over with it. A little goes a long way. You don't need to go too crazy. And that's it right there. Take my hardened seasoning, and I'm starting on my point first. And I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. And this stuff smells good, man. There's some good smelling stuff right here. All right, I'm gonna let this sit on here for a minute. Let it tack up a little bit, then I'll start seasoning my sides and the back. And lastly, I'll be going on with the black pepper. Stay tuned. All right, so I went on with my celery seed already. I don't know if I filmed that or not. I'm gonna start hitting it with some black pepper. This is restaurant style black pepper. You can get it at Sam's Club, you can get it at Walmart. It's a little thicker than that regular powdery stuff you get in the grocery store. I'm just gonna go all over with it. I got another bottle in the back. But anyway, after that, my very last thing that I'm going on with is coconut sugar. I'm going on top. This is gonna give you some good color. It's gonna balance out the salt. And man, excellent brisket, man. And that's it. You can put it on the sides if you want to. I just put the coconut sugar on the top. So stay tuned. Let me go ahead and get the rest of it knocked out, and I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, boy. Guys, let's see, we're probably about 2 hours in. Can't really see, it's getting a little dark out here, but she rocking and rolling. She rocking and rolling, she getting there. All right, guys, and there it is, man. Look at the crust on that thing. Beautiful. Nice and dark, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. Stay tuned. To see that bark, man. How nice and black that thing is, man. Beautiful. All right, guys, our grains are running this way. This is our point right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut right here and show you what that thing is looking like. Got a nice little smoke ring up here. Man, beautiful, man. I hate when people squeeze the briskets, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And basically what you have is you have the top part of the flat, and then you have the point right around here. And so when you go to cut this, you cut this sideways like this, because the grain is running this way. I'll give you a picture. I'll show you a slice real quick. And usually you want to cut these probably about a pencil thick. But look at there. Look at that, man. That's what you're looking for right there. That thing jiggling, baby. All of them same way. This one I cut a little bit thicker. But that's your point, man. That's your point. So remember, man, whenever you go to when you go to a barbecue restaurant, this is your fatty, this is your lean. But they're gonna cut it sideways just like this against the grain. And like I say, this is what you're gonna get, man. That's just damn good brisket right there. So that's my fatty. And if I was doing burnt ends, I would get it from this portion right here. This is my lean. I don't know if y'all can see right here. This is my lean. Come in here and cut a piece. Let's see. Let's cut a few of them actually. All right. Look at that, man. So on this one, you still have a little bit of the fatty on the bottom. But look at that. That's money, baby. Money. Got a nice little smoke ring on there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Nice little smoke ring. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stay tuned.